Started this podcast stuff so people can get to know me more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people see me. They see me in a lot of different places, everywhere, all over the world. Right? It was a blessing to be part of all the stuff that I've done. But now you get to see more of who I really am as a person, not just what you see or what you heard, even though it can be misled. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to show you guys more of me for those that really wanted to know me or ran into me and just curious. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be talking about my work, which is the bodyguard mainly. I fell into the bodyguard world 20 plus years ago, and be talking about more how I got started, how that working at the clubs back then led me to a whole different industry of security and club security, venue security, into the bodyguard world, private clients. You know what I'm saying? One on one, artists, big celebrities and athletes, whatever you want to call them, you know what I'm saying? Superstars. And then from there, when I was on my way out of the industry, you know what I'm saying? Because you outgrow, in any job, you're going to outgrow those situations. You're going to learn, you're going to evolve. And I want to talk more about, for other bodyguards, how the different type of life when you get off from the road to being back to your regular life, being normal. And it's not normal, you know what I'm saying? You can act like it's normal, but it's a different world that you came from. You came from like a fantasy world, you know what I'm saying? Where the artists got so much money that they can, whatever they want, they're gonna get. Wherever they want to go, they're gonna go. Whatever they want to eat, they're gonna eat. It's just a different type of world that I consider to be like a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? The fantasy world. And in that world is very sinful, very jealous world. A lot of envy, a lot of betrayal, a lot of snakes, a lot of everything you can think of, but a lot of it. But there's real money there. There's money that you can't get with a 9 to 5, no matter if you're a doctor, an astronaut. And if you work 9 to 5, this is a whole different type of money, bro. So I was fortunate to be able to live that life and still live my regular life and see both sides of the world. You know what I'm saying? So I want to try to help people understand that, and maybe it can help people like see it the way I see it and benefit them so they can do great things in this world. You know what I'm saying? I want my story to be heard because I feel like I was put in those situations to learn and then elevate myself so I can then help others. Others like me, others that want to help their family that don't know how to fuck. You know what I'm saying? How to do it. It's straight up. It's very simple, man. I'm gonna just give it to you how it is. Either you learn something, you don't, or you hear a story, it intrigues you, whatever you want to call it, but I'm gonna just put it out there. So this is my fucking story. One thing that I always told myself is when I got bigger, when I went from the clubs to different type of levels of security to I became bodyguard in the industry, right? I always told myself, hey, this is not your life, this is their life, right? I'm living my client's life because I gotta be with them all the time and I gotta be next to them all the time. Wherever they go, I go. Wherever they stay at, I stay. Whatever they eat, I eat. And I always told myself, listen, don't fucking get comfortable, ever. This is their life, you're here on a job, you know what I'm saying? But nobody ever fucking told me that working like that, you're gonna be gone away from your family. You know what I'm saying? Like people go and work and then they do 10, 12, 14 hours and then they go home. My shit is I work with them, I do everything with them, and then we go home. I go home with them too. You know what I'm saying? I sleep when they sleep. I wake up when they wake up. It's just nobody. I wasn't ready for that. I fell in it, and I embraced it. And I took it. Whatever happened on the job for myself or for me, I just went with it. I didn't know how deep I was getting in it because every day was something. Every other day was something else. Every day was different. And my days were going faster than normal. My weeks were going by faster, my month, my year. And I didn't notice because I was so fucking busy. You know, and one thing I want to tell people is like, hey man, yeah, I'm working. I'm living this life with the celebrities that you look up to or you see on TV or the athlete you know from the whatever team, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm living with them. It's cool, right? But it gets to the point, like being in the industry for so long, that I'm not impressed by none of that stuff. All that stuff goes away. I see it as a job. I see it like, yo, I gotta go clock in and get my money and fly home. It's different, you know. You go do 8 hours, 9 hours or whatever at your job. You clock in, clock out, drive home. Same thing for me. That's how I see it. But me clocking in and out is not the same thing as yours. Most of the 9 to 5ers, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I clock out, it's like a week later. Sometimes it's a month later. Sometimes it's fucking 4 months later. And those days go like this while you going through your normal days. My days are fucking super fast. And by the time you look up, you're like, damn, I just missed 2 years, a year. I've been with this client for 3 years, 4 years, living that life, and it fucks you up because you don't notice all the shit that you've been missing because you're so busy. You're on the go, get 150 miles an hour. By the time you know it, a year goes by, a year and a half goes by. Meanwhile, your family and friends are doing so much of their life, at a slower pace, that when you come back on vacation or on some days off, you're like, what the fuck just happened, bro? The kids get older, you know what I'm saying? People's moods change. People are not friends with the other friends. And they're like, you're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So nobody told me it was gonna be like that, you know what I'm saying? The longer I was with a client and the longer I was gone, the harder it got for me when I got back, you know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to play catch up where I left off. If I leave on December and I come back 5 months later, I come back thinking that I'm still in December, you know what I'm saying? And I try to catch up to where the present moment is. Meanwhile, those people already lived those months, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it feels weird. It feels like you're in a fucking dream, but it's reality, you know what I'm saying? When you gotta go back and leave again for your client, you start feeling bad and guilty because you just about to leave them to live their life without you, while you live in this crazy ass life that they will never be able to do because the money's not there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's after many years of doing that, it becomes very hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Hard to deal with people when you come back home, when you get days off. It fucks with your head. And a lot of us weren't ready for that shit. A lot of people that are my friends in this bodyguard world are still fucked up. I'm still fucked up from it. I just learned to deal with it better and try to be better at my feelings when I start thinking like, yo, this shit is not, it feels weird. I can't fit in with that group of people anymore because I outgrew them mentally because I seen shit at 150 miles an hour and more stuff, right? And they see shit at 50 miles an hour and less stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I used to come home and try to downplay like everything that I've been through, seen, situation, places, planes, fucking dinner, restaurants. I come home and I downplay. But my friends and family are still doing, the regular stuff. And I used to be like, yo, you guys go here and eat still? And they're like, yeah, oh, you too Hollywood for this? And I'm like, oh shit, like I'm tripping. I shouldn't say that shit out loud because I'm gonna offend them, you know what I'm saying? Because they haven't experienced everything I just experienced within the last couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? This is different. So I want to be able to, through this podcast, to be able to explain this to other bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be normal. It's okay to accept where you go with the client and when you come home. You got to be okay with both. You got to try to find a balance. Because I was thrown in the fire, man. All the clients that I had were in their prime. And they were big. And so I was thrown at my job with the momentum that I had to jump at 200 miles an hour, 150 miles an hour. And either I catch up or I just don't be there. And my thing was, I'm going to catch up because I got to get a check. I never had time to decompress. I never had time to talk. I couldn't trust nobody. And everything that I seen and did, I would have to keep it in my head. And the more you keep that shit in your head, you don't talk to nobody, the more it's going to affect you down the road. And I didn't know that shit. By the time I found that out, I was fucking 18, 19, 20 years deep in the game. And I was already fucking fucked up. I couldn't think the same like everybody else. I also didn't want to sound like I was shitting on them, you know, like I was like being better than them. So I always downplay my situation, knowing that I was way past this stage. It gets to the point that it fucks with you. It fucks with you mentally, man. It put me in a depression state because I didn't know how to balance. I didn't know either I'm with the client's life or I'm with my family and friends' life. That was a battle within my head and my mind every fucking time. And I looked normal walking to the gym and all that, but my mind was like, yo, I'm so ahead of this group of people. And then I'm like, how do I act normal with them? And sometimes I would say something, they're like, huh, what you said? And I'm like, no, 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 nothing, nothing. You know, just downplaying that shit. And I learned that you can only talk like this with people that get it. They really get it. They really put themselves in your shoe. You know, even though they haven't experienced what you're doing or where you go, but they put themselves in your shoe. Like really do it, not just say it. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to those people, but mainly you got to talk to the people that do the same job that you do, that go away for as long as you do, that have the type of clients you have. Because you can talk to anybody in the bodyguard world, but if they don't have the same type of client, they don't do the same type of shit. You can't relate to them. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. So yeah, I want to be able to let my boys know in this game that we can all talk, bro. We can all let that shit out. We can cry, tear up, let those emotions out, because I fucking do it now. And it doesn't make me any less tougher or less weaker than anybody, bro. It makes me tougher because I let that shit out. Now I got clear mindset to get more positive stuff and be more focused than to let my mind eat myself or beat myself up. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this shit goes out there to help a lot of people, man. And it's not just bodyguard work. It's just regular jobs, regular people that do 40 hours, 50 hours a week. Like we all go through the same shit, man. I just want to be able to people to get from this. Like you can talk it out. Talk to me, bro. When you see me, fucking talk my ear off. I don't give a fuck. I'll burn that energy at the gym. If you can't do it or have somebody you talk to me, man. Like reach out, whatever. I don't care, bro. I just don't want to have. I don't want people to go through the same shit I went through because that's just fucking terrible. It's a dark place, and I don't wish that shit on nobody. You know what I'm saying?